spotlight on RailTel. This time when we talk about the earnings, though it has been a double-digit top-line growth for the company, but the margins were seen to be a bit under pressure. But what lies ahead? Let's understand that from the management itself. We are being joined by Sanjai Kumar, who is the Chairman and Managing Director of RailTel Corporation. Hi, good morning, and thank you so much for your time. First up, help us with the growth that we have seen in your numbers, specifically the revenue that has seen a jump of 14%. So help us understand that what were the key drivers of the same, and what's the expectation from Q4?
So if you see maybe this quarter, you are talking of year-on-year revenue growth, but if you see 9 months performance, we are close to 25-26% only. So we are going to maintain the same during the next quarter also. Our growth guidance will be 25 to 30% overall for the year as well as for this quarter.
Sure. The project work service revenue also saw strong growth of almost 26%. What contributed to this, and more importantly, is it sustainable?
See, project revenue growth has been always there because our focus has been on more project revenues for quite few years now. So this growth momentum is going to be there, and if you see the proportion of telecom and project revenue, the project revenue share is continuously increasing.
All right, but when it comes to your margins, that have actually seen a decline of 300 basis points. So what were the main challenges that contributed to this particular drop, and what are the projections for the upcoming quarter?
So again, I will say the same reason, because see, telecom business revenue is high margin revenue, and since we are making more revenues from project business, because telecom business is not growing the way throughout the Indian domestic market. So project business is continuously increasing, which is 5 to 6% average revenue. Average margin has been there, so naturally there'll be pressure on overall margins. That is the only reason. Otherwise, there's no serious concern about it.
And what about the telecom asset value? Because that's increased by 20% to almost 2,200 odd crore. What drove the growth, and how will it impact future operations, you believe?
So we are investing continuously in data centers and in fact upgrading our network also. So we are focusing that we can increase our data center revenues as well as more revenues from telecom business, because it is more profitable, more margin. That is the effort we are making.
But Sanjay, I just wanted to touch upon that point regarding the data center business. Help us understand the metrics that are in play for this particular segment. How it has been contributing to your top line, and is it already a profitable segment to be in?
Yeah, it is profitable. If you look at Q3 results, so we have around 33 crore revenue from this segment, which is a growth of around 50% over last year, year on year. And if you see the 9 months data for data center business, it is also a handsome amount, which is 83 crore, where we have grown again by around 100%. So data center focus is going to be there in coming years, coming quarters, as well as in years.
Okay, so the focus on data center is likely to continue, but what about the overall order pipeline? How's that looking? Any number that you can peg as to what could be the potential order inflow over the next 12 to 18 months?
So order pipeline is continuously growing. We are maintaining now 5,200 plus order book as on date. And as we have now started vigorously in railway signaling works also, and the orders also have started coming in, and we are now participating more in signaling business also, other than data center. So I'm sure that the growth momentum which we are we have been saying that 25 to 30% growth is going to be there overall. So order book, of course, is going to grow in the same manner, maybe better.
All right, and lastly, since we are just a few days away from the budget, help us understand it. Is there anything that you are expecting out of the budget in terms of the announcement regarding your sector, and specifically any hopes for the data center business?
See, digitization programs with this government has always been there on their top agenda. So data center growth, of course, and morely this growth is going to come from government organizations, because digitization programs will take another 3-4 months at least to bring these organizations to a level where they can have adequate digital footprint in the organizations. So this is going to be there, not this year itself, but even next 2 to 3 years. I see that IT sector budget allocation is going to grow continuously. So of course, data center is one of the main part of it.
Okay, so that's about the budget expectation. Thanks so much, Mr. Kumar, for making time and speaking with us.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.